Hey, Sydney. I'm using Google Hangouts for this, so it'll post immediately to YouTube. So I'm hoping that everything works technology-wise, and I can get this video up for you right away. Anyway, I wanted to make this video for you to tell you about how you helped me because I read one of your articles in Biznik in January of this year, 2014, and you gave me an idea that I think is literally going to make me tens of thousands of dollars. So, here's what happened. I was reading an article that you wrote, and it was like what to do when you're in overwhelm as a small business owner. And the ironic thing was I wasn't really feeling necessarily overwhelmed particularly, but I just went ahead and read it anyway to see how to manage that. And one of the things you said was if you're feeling overwhelmed, focus on your ideal client. You need to get really focused. And I had heard that before, focus on your avatar, your ideal client. And I always was like, I don't know who my ideal client is. I work with a lot of service providers. I'm an online video producer. And normally my niche is helping small and mid-sized companies make a personal connection with prospective clients through short online videos. But that's pretty broad. And but suddenly I thought, you know what? Last year I launched a new product called my whiteboard animated video package. And I went back and looked at my clients for that package, and I realized that half of them were in the financial industry. And I was like, oh my gosh, I do have an ideal client. I have an avatar that now I can work toward targeting because those are the people that are finding me online and buying my product, and so I might as well gear everything around them. So it was kind of a revelation. So I started working on that, and I thought, okay, how can I reach out to those people? And I kind of looked into advertising to them on Google AdWords, but that didn't seem like the best way to go. And then I thought, maybe I'll reach out to them through LinkedIn. And so I started joining all these groups on LinkedIn that were for financial advisors. And as I got deeper into that world, I realized that there are a lot of organizations that are helping financial advisors market themselves. And so I started reaching out to those people, thinking that they could then sell my whiteboard video package to their clients who are my ideal client, the financial advisors. And then, so I made it a goal. I was contacting like 75 people through LinkedIn every week. At this point, I've contacted over 600 people through joining all these LinkedIn groups and reaching out to all these people through LinkedIn. So I ended up selling a few different packages to some of these people that help financial advisors market themselves, and which is great because those people will probably become referral partners who can then, once they have a good experience with me, they can sell that whiteboard video package to all their clients who are financial advisors who are my ideal client. But really, here's where it gets exciting. One of the people that I connected with is a guy who's been helping financial advisors market themselves for decades. And I had been kind of pitching it to all these people, hey, wouldn't it be great if we worked together to create a templated series of videos for financial advisors where we've already done all the work for them as far as coming up with the content and even putting it through compliance so they don't have to deal with all the regulatory headaches of their industry. We'll do it for them. And then this guy that I met, one of these men that I met through all this networking, emailed me with a very similar idea, like, hey, let's develop a library of content. And at first I didn't even recognize the opportunity. I was like, I don't know, that would change everything about how I'm doing things. And then about 3 days later, I was like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I've been wanting to do. And so I called him back and I was like, let's do it. So we arranged to have a joint venture agreement where he's going to script it all, since he has all the knowledge of the industry, and I'm going to make all the whiteboard videos, and then we're going to sell it on my site, and there's more to that joint venture agreement, but anyway, that's the basics of it. And so I've been contacting all these financial advisor leads that I made, all these contacts that I made through LinkedIn, to involve them in the process of even creating the product so that then hopefully they'll want to sell it to their clients because they actually have ownership. They helped create the product. So basically we're just brainstorming 40 frequently asked questions that financial advisors get asked and then answering each of those questions in a 1-minute whiteboard video. And then financial advisors can look through that library and choose either 12 or 24 videos depending on whether they want the mini package or the full package. If they get the full package, then they get 2 1-minute whiteboard animated videos every month for a low monthly rate. Or if they do the mini package, then they can just do one video every month for an even lower monthly rate. So that's where we're at right now. We've scripted the first 10, and as soon as we get the next 10, we're going to put that first batch through compliance, get approvals so that the people who, our future clients don't have that headache anymore of having to worry about the compliance issues. And then we're going to do the second batch of 20. And in the meantime, next week, I'm going to start selling this online. So even before the videos are ready, I'm going to start selling them online and giving it basically a pre-launch special that if people want to buy it before we launch, which we're planning to launch on July 30th, 2014, if they buy this package before we launch, then they get a month of videos for free. So that's what's happening. So it's very exciting. I will be updating this video on my YouTube channel with updates on how, what happens, what the next steps are in the story, but I have a feeling that it's going to be really good news. So anyway, Sydney, I just wanted to thank you for your great input and wisdom that you've been sharing through these Biznik articles. I always read them. I actually know you better than you think I do. So anyway, thank you very much for all your wisdom and help and advice. And I can tell you that I see it coming. It's going to make a huge difference in my business. So thanks again. All right, I'm going to stop the broadcast.